Now here I am, and Justen is here now too. So we'll have to start over again.
I didn't want you to play the cool video with nobody watching.
Yeah, so this will be actually the second time that Twitch people have gotten to see us start twice. I just wanted to say a few things about Dungeon Fog. It's an online map making software. They've got a lot of cool different assets, and you'll be seeing some of those maps this evening. We've been in there making stuff. It's super fun. And you can use our code MANSHORTS on at dungeonfog.com to get 10% off the annual subscription. But just hold for me one moment, and I'm going to play a little video just in case anybody isn't yet aware of what Dungeon Fog is. Here we go. All right, super cool. So as you could see briefly from that video, those are just some of the things that you can do with the maps. There's a lot of customization. Again, I was really surprised at how much we were able to do in there. So go over to dungeonfog.com and check it out. You can create a free account. Then there's also the paid option, which is $4.90 a month or $49.90 a year. If you use the code MANSHORTS, you get 10% off of that. And like I said, we'll be using the maps, some maps that we've made in there ourselves this evening, so you can get more of an idea of what kind of stuff is in there. But head over to Dungeon Fog and check it out. Ethan, I'm going to pass things over to you to bring us back up to speed on where we are and where we're going.
Alrighty, Chaz, thank you for that. So, if everyone's looking, they can see right now we're back on the title screen that we had a long time ago. The reason we're here is we actually had a little bit of a party change. If you notice, the elephant in the room is no longer in the room. We don't have to worry about that. Instead, we have a turtle man who goes by the name Studebaker Peppercorn, played built by Chaz. But just wanted to update that title card there. For everyone. And speaking of that, we last left our adventurers, and they had been on Studebaker Peppercorn's island. They, recruited Studebaker temporarily, we'll say, to use his boat to be able to get back to Valafor. And then they started crossing the boat on the way to the city, and that's where we left our adventurers last. So, well, let's see what everyone does with the new party member. And yeah, everyone right now, y'all aren't going very speedily. I don't know who wants to be on the rowboat or on the oars to row and get everyone going, but right now you're kind of just drifting along with the flow and the stream of the river or of the ocean.
Didn't you say we were like 50 miles away from the place?
Yes. Yeah.
It's gonna take forever.
Yes, it is. If y'all are just kind of floating there.
I'm going to play my performance. I'm going to play a banjo a little.
Oh, okay. So Studebaker at the helm is playing a banjo.
I'm still holding on to Tantor's sword, correct?
You are, yes.
Yeah,
I think I'm still sleeping.
I'm definitely
yeah. You're still sleeping.
Okay.
I'm definitely staring at the sword, reminiscing about our fallen captain. Oh, Tantor, how briefly we knew ye.
A great diplomat.
He was. He was. As long as we steered him in the right direction of diplomacy, otherwise he was likely to punch something.
He was like the Nikita Khrushchev of our time.
You know, I believe we could start a saying about him, like an elephant in a china shop.
Good one.
That's what Tantor was like. Hey, hey, turtle guy, what song you playing over there?
Oh, this is just one of my old favorites. It's Red Leather Knapsack.
How does it go?
All right, fine. And I'm gonna start making a shoe.
Okay. Okay. So you stopped playing your banjo and started making a shoe?
Yeah. What should
Oh
I
man, I
roll
thought you
for
were
that?
playing the banjo and making a shoe. I was going to be really impressed.
No,
So
no.
the waters that y'all are rowing in right now are pretty calm. There's not like a huge storm that you see on the horizon or anything like that. So you should be able to make good, pretty good time. It should take about a day and a half to get back to the city of Valor.
Aw.
If someone rows. So you basically have about an hour, a day and a half of time to kill to do whatever you would like.
And if he starts playing dueling banjos, I'm out of here.
I'm asleep, but somebody should row the boat.
I had no idea that he talked in his sleep.
Actually, yeah.
Well, I guess I'll take my turn rowing the boat.
I agree. I feel like I'm going to row in honor of our fallen captain. I row for Tantor.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Oh, all right.
What should I roll to make my shoe?
You should have oh yeah, 5e doesn't have crafting, do they?
No.
Religion.
Religion. I believe in this beautiful
Oh,
shoe.
hold on.
Shoe is
I
low.
am not rolling very well for Tantor.
Well, seeing as like right now you're kind of you've got this weight on your back that you're not used to, so you can't really throw your back into it as much as you normally can. So you're taking little gingerly rows. You're not really rowing your full force.
I need to be able to strengthen myself to the point when I can wield Tantor's sword in honor of him.
Yeah. So Studebaker, just give me another performance check. I guess why does 5e not?
That's
have
a
these
dang
things?
fine shoe.
It is. You should have a full nice pair done by the time you get to Valor. At the rate that your party is going now, you might be able to get a couple pairs going because it might take a little bit longer than a day and a half.
That's fine with me.
All right.
I'm just
does
going to
anyone
cobble
want to
away.
wake up Thornstooth?
I'm going to throw something at Thornstooth so he will pitch in on the rowing.
What? What do you need?
Oh, you.
Yep.
Hey, you seem to be the strongest amongst the rest of us because I had no idea how low we were on actual muscle until Tantor disappeared. And then I realized we are all either small or frail people besides you.
Sounds about right.
So what do you
Thornstooth.
what do you need here?
It's going to
I'm
take
just
forever.
flexing.
Yeah. Keep showing off that beef, man, because we need to get to the city, and it's going to take us like a week if we don't have someone who can row worth a damn.
Oh, there you go.
That's the kind of meat I'm looking for. Look at those
All right.
biceps glowing. Those
Well,
biceps are glistening.
Jesus.
Billy steps over the transom holding onto a rope.
Yeah. So with that, Justen or Thornstooth just moves y'all out of the way, grabs an oar in each hand, and with just one pull, y'all are airborne. So because it doesn't have wings or anything like that, y'all don't stay airborne, but so y'all start falling back towards the ocean, nose first. And then as soon as you land, Justen pulls again and y'all are airborne again. So instead of going and rowing through the water, you're actually skipping like a stone over the waves in the water. You'll make good. Yeah, it'll take like well, let's see. Justen, give me a Constitution save to see how long you keep this up.
Oh no.
You shave off about half a day's worth of time before you get tired of doing this feat of strength that has never before been seen by man or mortal at all. Yeah, so
Be
you
telling
shave off
tales
about
of my rowing forever.
you shave off about a half day's worth of time from that,
Hey,
but it'll still take
Studebaker.
an overnight rowing to get through.
Hey,
Yes.
students.
Yes.
Do you know how to? Are you a composer or do you play other people's songs?
Oh, I just play whatever comes to mind, really.
Because I genuinely feel like Thornstooth deserves to have a ballad in his name after that feat of glorious strength.
I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna just go back to making my shoe.
He's gonna be like a scald.
Hey, what size are those?
I have no idea. Try 'em on.
You're the worst cobbler.
I'm gonna just hand him the shoe.
I know. I was gonna extend my foot like Cinderella, but I guess I'll just take the shoe and see if it fits.
Studebaker can't help it, guys. He's really, really old and forgetful, and half the time doesn't know where he is.
Hey, Ethan, is there how do I determine if that shoe fits?
Oh god. Well, so I rolled in the back for how big that shoe is, and it's equivalent to a U.S. man's size 10.
I mean, I wear 11.5s, but what is that like for dwarf? Is that normal? Like,
I mean, yeah, dwarfs are pretty they're short, but they're stocky.
I gotta tell you, Studebaker, these feel pretty good, but I wish you would have made them a little bit on the wide side. I generally shop at the big and tall store for shoes.
Lengthwise, they're perfect, but yeah, they're just not wide enough. You can hear the seams kind of popping a little bit as you fit them on, and it's uncomfortable.
I'm not going to tie them tight. I'm going to toss the shoe to Villi.
Okay.
And see how Villi feels about the shoe fitting on his little foot.
It's way too big for Villi.
Okay, damn it. All right, I give it back.
You could use it as a kayak.
He looks like Sora at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2 when he has shorts that are way too small for him and clown shoes that are obviously way too big.
Then I gently give it back to Studebaker.
I'm gonna try it on.
Okay, the shoe fits you just fine.
What?
Oh, perfect.
Ow.
I'm gonna put them on.
Wait. In terms of the space-time continuum, that doesn't make sense.
Why not?
My foot was slightly too big for that shoe, and that honker's tree trunks fit perfectly inside of it. That's a neat form of enchantment. Studebaker, you're awesome. I'm gonna let someone else talk.
Peppercorns have thin feet, you know. Several generations of narrow feet.
The smallies.
Okay, so Jay Hegley needs to know, are his feet, is he literally standing on a pair of toothpicks in terms of his actual body size and the size of his feet? Or are those shoes special in some way that I could see be weird?
That's as a character decision.
Been on a boat for 5 minutes. We're already arguing over shoes.
Am I even wearing shoes right now? I can't see my feet.
I don't think you are wearing shoes. No.
Oh my God, lady, you don't have any feet.
You're not wearing.
Well, I'm sorry, I won't be able to do a thing for you.
You don't have any feet. That's all right. So, Will, are you during this day's journey on the boat? Are you doing anything?
Well, how big is this rowboat?
It's a tight fit. It's
okay.
It's not made for 5 people. Let alone a stocky dwarf and a Firbolg. And the 5 people.
That's my new favorite pronunciation of Firbolg.
Me too.
A Firbolg.
Yeah,
that was the fancy way of saying it.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the first episodes, I had actually written it as Firbolg.
If we're going to talk about spelling right now, Ignacious Bloddust's last name is spelled wrong in the description, and it still says you're Tantor on the video.
Is it spelled wrong in the description?
In the description, not on the actual video. You spelled his last name with only one O, so it sounds like Bloddust, and I'm deeply offended.
All right, so Olivia, are you creating or destroying water?
I am destroying 10 gallons of water randomly at a time just to entertain myself.
Randomly.
Hey, could you not
Yeah.
use that as a form of propulsion behind the boat in some way?
Can I? I mean, is that a thing? If I create water behind us, will that?
10 gallons is going to make a difference. But
Yeah. Oh, you just create the 10 gallons of water. It doesn't like fire out of your hand like jet streams.
Aw.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be weird. So you're just randomly doing it? Are you randomly like off the side of the boat?
I
Or you're just kind of
mean,
like casting it and wherever it
maybe
destroys, it
maybe I could
destroys?
maybe I could see if I could destroy some water and catch a fish or something. That might be cool.
I think that isn't Create or Destroy Water a cantrip, or it's a level 1?
I don't know.
It's a cantrip, I believe.
Because if it's a
Let me look at her
cantrip, according to 5e, you can just do those as many as you want for eternity.
Let's see what cantrip she has.
think
No,
that's
it's
why she was passing the time
it's a
by
level
giving
1. She only has 4 of them.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
So
By
you
the
can-
way,
you can
all you
create
kids,
or
out, all you
destroy up to
5e,
40 gallons of water.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
all you 5e kids
Oh.
out there, if you didn't know that, in 3.5 you had limited cantrips.
Yeah, 5 years. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Do it every time. So you can create or destroy 40 gallons, like up, in a combination of 40 gallons of clean water. I mean, it's relatively clean because
Well-
seawater.
Before I waste this ability, is anybody thirsty?
Yeah, is anyone thirsty?
I'm not thirsty.
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Gonna roll a thirst check real quick.
Okay. Yeah,
A
you've been
cute
working
girl-
sweat.
A cute girl walks by.
Working up a
Yeah.
sweat, just sending a ship
Moderately.
into midair. And so Thornstooth is the only one that's moderately thirsty.
Well,
All this rowing.
Yeah. The only one doing any work on this boat.
Yeah.
do you have any sort of vessel to hold this water in? Because otherwise, I'm just gonna dump it on your head.
Just the boat.
Just the boat.
it would at least keep him cool while he's rowing. Just create 5
Yeah, I
gallons
mean-
over his head.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so Thorntooth, you're suddenly doused with a water cooler's amount of water on your head.
No, it's raining, guys.
It was a real brief storm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
your
what can I
seat
do?
becomes very slick, instantaneously. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check. As you also go to pull back while
You
you're
want to save or check? Check.
whichever one's give me a
It's
save.
the same.
Is it? Yeah. Okay, so you go to do you've finished with the feats of impossible strength, and you're just kind of regularly rowing. You pull back, and the water slicked up the seat of the boat so much that when you pulled back, you actually slid forward, and you now slid off the seat, and you're in the little dugout area of the boat. Your hands are still on the rowboat, the oars though, so the oars are like sticking up in the air.
This is going well.
I want to try and help with the rowing.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the other oar and help row too.
Okay, so both y'all are gonna.
I'm just gonna pretend like that didn't happen.
I was looking at my spells
Billy
there.
will encourage.
Yeah, I'm gonna row the hell out of this boat.
Okay, so the both Studebaker and Ignacious grab onto it, one oar each, and since Ignacious is literally rowing twice as hard as Studebaker is, y'all are starting to turn to the left and drift.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna stop rowing.
Okay.
Uh,
You're.
I too will stop rowing. There's no need to extend this just to make it look like an old black and white comedy. We don't need to row around in a circle.
Yeah.
Okay, so one person at a time. Let me do this. I got this. Roar. Yeah.
So you're not able to match the feat of strength that Thornstooth did.
Never
No,
thought
he
I could. Yeah, he's glorious.
You're able to keep the pace that Thornstooth was doing before he slipped off, though. So you'll still make it after like an overnight of changing shifts of rowing. And if everyone's good with that, we can go ahead and move on, unless anyone wants to do anything else.
I mean, I'm not married to the whole boat arc, so I'm good with it.
Nobody's gonna make fan art out of this part.
Well,
You'd be surprised, maybe.
I mean, Justin
Now
did
they
just
probably
pull a
will.
boat out of the water multiple times.
I would actually like to see that with Chaz making a shoe in the front.
All right,
Oh, I
so
could have
we'll
put water in the shoe. That's a vessel.
water in the shoe.
oh, that's true.
Hindsight.
So we'll bring everyone back to Valafort. So you start making it to the port of Valafort, and you notice one big drastic change as you are coming up to port. The city's not on fire anymore.
Hey.
So it looks like all of the fires have been destroyed. A lot of civil workers and guards are going around patching up houses. There is still some animosity that you can feel as like some tension in the air between the guards and the city commoners. I mean, it was just recently that they were trying to kill each other, but you can tell for the most part they're trying to kind of work together to rebuild.
Dude, we're kaiju.
I know. I feel like I'm playing
Yeah.
Rampage.
That's a game they should remake.
They tried like twice. It wasn't good either time.
I'm punching this building.
Villi, with 8 perception, you don't see anything too much more detailed than what I just described. Looks like there's a lot of hustle and bustle going around. Were you looking for anything specific?
Villi?
Villi? Oh, Villi, you're muted.
Drink.
I was just seeing if it was anything unusual, and obviously it got right by me, so I probably have my hat pulled down over my eyes before I looked around.
Yep, so you all aren't seeing anything too out of the ordinary. other than just, it looks like a city is rebuilding from a disaster.
Oh man, we got to tell Frummy that what's her name died.
Yeah, we should probably fill him in on a few things. Big robot underwater,
Olivia, 20 perception. So one thing you do notice that is kind of out of the ordinary is that you don't see anyone around that is from his entourage or anyone, any of the people that you were talking to that sent you off on the voyage down under into the water. You don't see any of them around.
Can I walk up to somebody?
Interesting.
Of course, yeah. I mean, you can just walk. You can walk right up to anyone you want.
Are you going to try to take his clothes?
Yeah. I'll just walk up to the closest person.
Okay.
So guys, I don't see anybody related to From Me or his guard.
Where's the turtle going?
I'm going to see.
Yeah,
I'm going to see my. I'm going to
Studebaker
see,
has disappeared.
I'm going to see my friend Ray at a shop down here. He's a friend of mine, and I'm gonna get him to fulfill the typical list of supplies to get him to fill my boat back up.
Okay. Thornstooth, you walked up to the nearest person.
Yeah.
And as they see you walking up there, kind of pulling a board out from a group of boards, and they turn and they see you, and they hand a board to you.
Excuse me, sir. Or madam. I don't think you said.
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay. Give me a recap of the last week of what's happened here, real quick.
The last week.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a crazy story. You see, we were having our normal games. It was going well. There were weirdly there were these outsiders that came around and they won a lot of the events. There was one that was an elephant man. Have you ever seen one of those? He was amazing.
He's dead.
Well, that is unfortunate. There was that gets to my next point. There was a crazy thing that happened during the annual frolic that night. Suddenly, this giant ship appeared out of nowhere and started a riot and killed the royal family. Mostly, I heard that one of the royal family was still alive.
Do you know where he is?
But,
no.
Okay. I mean, I haven't seen him personally, but I heard rumors that he went to quash the riot that happened. I mean, and then suddenly everyone was okay. I'm not really sure what happened, but everyone just kind of, I guess, realized that this whole raging rioting thing was silly, and we needed to band together, rebuild the city. If it was my guess, he's probably back in his estate.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go there so you can have this board back.
Oh wait, are you? And then you're out of earshot. All right, so Studebaker comes back after that.
It's gonna be a while for my boat to be filled, so I'll just hang out with them.
Okay, so you just gave him the list and then came back.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm heading out.
Are you going to tell us any of that stuff?
No.
Okay.
Hey, Thornstooth. I'm going to try to keep pace with Thornstooth.
Okay, I think y'all both have the same movement speed, so he's got a bit of a head start, but
what's
you're
your
keeping
movement,
pace
Justen,
with him.
just to make sure?
Where did
40.
There you go.
Oh no, y'all do not have the same movement speed.
I have 30.
Thornstooth. Yeah, you're able to see him at first, but then eventually, after a couple turns, you've lost him. Thornstooth.
I was legitimately yelling. If that does anything, Justen.
I'll roll a perception. Sorry, dude.
Nope.
I'll leave breadcrumbs. You can follow me.
I'm gonna run in that general direction too.
I figured out where he's going. I was just trying to keep up with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the estate.
Okay,
I guess we're going.
People along, and he will probably hit a couple of perceptions to see if he sees anybody to talk.
I will not.
Can I keep my eyes peeled for a bakery or any kind of place that would sell peach-related items?
Peach-related items. Yeah, go ahead and give me perception. Just like a general while you're going down.
Peach paraphernalia perception.
We're back to.
She knows where all the peaches are in the city.
Oh yeah, you can smell the peach paraphernalia. You know that you can pinpoint that there are in this city 3 different establishments that sell some kind of peach related thing. And then let me get everything set on the estate map.
That's a hell of a superpower.
Yeah.
Peach precognition.
I'll have to make note of those locations for when we actually have some time after this estate.
This estate.
I think it would be
the state of the estate.
The state of the estate.
All right. Setting that state of the estate up. Sorry, guys. Be there in a second. Just keep running and yelling after Thorntooth.
Hey, wait.
That's what y'all are good at.
Thorntooth, I mean, we're here. If the front door's not open, we've caught up to you.
I don't know if it is. I'm waiting on the magical thing to appear so I can tell if it's open or not.
Alrighty, and Thorntooth. Oh, we'll bring everyone in. All right, so there we go, and then we'll bring everyone over. So, Thorntooth, as you're running up, you see that there are a couple guards
Okay.
That you do realize, recognize as Frummies, not personal guards, but their guards are there.
I'll run up to him. I don't know where my character is, but
Yeah,
Where'd it go?
I'm bringing him in. Bloop. There we go. There's everyone.
Cool. Surprise! I attack.
Surprise!
Sneak attack.
Pew pew.
Billy, of course, is going to
so
be out of breath about 10 minutes behind the rest of you.
As you run up the first two guards that are there, as you're running up, they cross their halberds in front to block your entry.
Hey guys.
Hello, citizen.
Oh my
This is
God.
a private closed event to that there was a very important meeting going on.
Yeah, we're late
And-
for that.
Are you?
Mhm.
And you are?
Thornstooth Beersbane.
He knows
kinda
his
looks
name.
to the other.
Oh my gosh, you run so fast, Thornstooth.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
These are my friends.
How you doing, Ignacious Bloddust? Good lord, you run fast.
I'm not even out of breath. You need to hit the treadmill, sir.
So they kind of whisper back and forth to each other for a bit, and say, well, yes, Sir Runen was saying that you should be escorted to him. Give me 1 second to announce your arrival, please.
Oh, will there be trumpets?
No, just he needs to know you're here.
Do you have someone who has like a specific fancy voice that announces us?
Yeah.
No, like you won't be. We're just going to let him know you're here. Like you're not
'Cause I'd
getting
like
a royal fanfare announcement.
It would be neat to hear our names in some kind of a cool voice.
Maybe in like an echoey chamber. So
Can
I
everybody.
I request a drum roll.
I would like a
Hello.
cinnamon roll.
All right, so everyone give me diplomacy checks to see if you're able to get your.
Is that persuasion?
Yep.
Hello, I'm Studebaker Peppercorn. Are you in the
Wait,
Are you in the
please
market
be
for some
cinnamon
new
roll, isn't it?
shoes?
What'd you say, Studebaker?
I asked the guard if he's in the market for new shoes.
Well, our shoes. Thank you, concerned citizen, but our shoes are provided by the nobles. They're standard issue guard shoes. Okay, so while there's no one to give you a fancy voice, we will be able to orchestrate a drum roll for your.
And a cinnamon roll?
I'll try to have the cook whip up a cinnamon roll.
Thank you.
I would like to argue out of character that the one that asked for the drum roll is the only one who failed that check.
But
See
we
this
support
face?
I said a cinnamon roll as well.
Okay, we'll see what we can do for a cinnamon roll.
Thanks, Terry.
So he runs. You see him. He runs away.
That guy's name was Terry?
I'm not really sure. Just like
And then y'all are kind of just sitting there for a second, kind of waiting.
There are other guards there, right?
Yeah, there are other guards there.
Hey, what's your name?
Sorry,
That's a very...
sorry, I got something in my eye real quick.
Oh no!
how's it going?
Sorry about that. So his name is Florence.
Where's your machine?
I don't have a machine.
Florence, how's the day been going for you? Has it been stressful?
It's actually been compared to the past couple of days. It's been a pretty decent day. I would say.
Really? We just got to town. What happened in the last couple days?
Well, you just got to town, but
We
you're
just
with.
got back to town.
Back to, yeah, I missed a word there. We were out of town for a while doing wholly unrelated things.
We went through a warp. Yeah. It's like a warp tunnel.
So what happened was there was, as you know, there was the riot, and then suddenly everyone just felt calmer. We would have liked it to be peaceful, but something came over everyone, and everyone was angry. And suddenly, one thing happened, and the other thing happened.
You mean the big, scary, flying black ship?
Oh, no, this was before the flaring, big, scary flying ship happened beforehand. But then everyone kind of just calmed down, and we started to rebuild. Sir Runen realized that there needed to be some changes. So that's what this meeting that's going on is, with a representative of the commoners, and him to talk about better association together, so that something like this will not happen again. And then as he goes to continue on, Terry runs back, and he comes up to you, Thornstooth. He says, Sir Runen is ready for you.
Okay.
If you would follow me.
I can. Yes.
I'm so glad he didn't say walk this way.
So Terry walks forward, and he follows you in, and as requested, as y'all cross the threshold, you get
my roll, please.
Yeah, he did get a 20 on
his
that
compatriots
perception.
are here to see you.
Thorntooth Beersbane. And I'm just going to stand triumphantly.
That. I'll see myself out. And so Sir Runen runs up, and apparently Willa and Ignacious are staying far away from all of this. Sir Runen runs up to you, Thorntooth, and he's excited. He's got a very happy look on his face. Does anyone want to give me a perception check? Thorntooth, except for you. You're focused on Runen.
Okay.
So anyone other than Thorntooth wants to.
I have eyes.
I will perceive.
I'm just listening to Thorntooth.
Yeah, and Willa. Okay, so Villi and Willa are able to see. It looks like Kiara and Sir Hector are there as well. They were on the left and right side of the throne that Runen was sitting on. And Willa and Villi are able to see a facial look on Kiara's face that looks at first happy and kind of searching, and then suddenly confused. So you see in her face happiness, confusion, sadness, and then it just all kind of goes stoic on her facial expressions. No one else sees that. Sir Runen runs up to you, and he actually goes to hug you as you come in.
Oh, okay. I embrace.
All right, he tries to pick you up, but that does not happen. Your back heels don't even leave the ground, and he just kind of steps back and yes, he kind of pats you down.
Good to see you too, friend.
Yes, indeed.
I want to give him a hug too.
Okay.
Your worship, I regret to inform you that Tantor the Magnificent and the blue-haired elf fell in the fight against the angry robot.
Okay, let's. And you just say that regular speaking voice?
I called him your worship.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, Willa, that look of sadness that Kiara had now comes back on her face and does not go away. And Surunen, he kind of bows, lets his head down for a little and says, that is unfortunate. Keldra was one of my longest standing bodyguards, along with. If she hasn't seen yet or heard yet, don't tell Kiara.
Don't worry, everything's fine. We'll hug it out.
Oh yes, strange turtle man. Who is this that is hugging me right now?
Studebaker Peppercorn.
Studebaker. Yes, I've heard your name before while wandering the streets. Apparently, you're a well-known cobbler.
All right. And then I'm just gonna walk over here and start cobbling shoes.
Where did you find him? Where have y'all been?
We killed the robot thing.
What robot? What robot?
It's like a 200-foot tall robot wandering
Deep sea
about.
robot.
Yeah.
Big, huge green things on its back that made everybody super mad.
We killed that, and then Tantor picked up the heart, I guess.
And Tantor and the blue-haired elf fell at the end of the fight. There was a great explosion, and they were gone to us. We're not sure what happened. Stay on the rat ray.
Okay. And then we ended up on this island, and Studebaker here wouldn't let me take his boat. I tried.
Villi, give me a deception check because he heard what you said.
Not my strongest point.
He looks. Whoa, hold on. So he looks at you, Thornstooth. So he took some orb thing, but then also did. All right, Thornstooth.
Yeah.
Level with me. This orb thing.
Uh-huh.
You said Tantor took it.
Right.
Then what happened? And I want you to be completely honest with me.
Okay.
Then what happened?
I'm gonna look around at everybody else and see what they're kind of making eye contact.
Kiara isn't even hiding anymore. She is seething in revenge rage. That is the visage you see on her.
Your worship.
She's actually trying to move towards both of y'all, but Hector grabs her arm and holds her back. And he's holding her back so hard that the veins on his forearms are coming up out of his skin.
So, Your worship, let me explain. I am a person of many words. In controlling the giant hateful robot was an orb. In the final battle, the blue-haired elf and Tantor the Magnificent entered the robot's head. And at the time that the robot was slain, the orb took control. Well, it took control of everybody in rage, but it especially took control of Tantor and the blue-haired elf lady, from what I understand. Because when I swam back up to the hatch, they were deep in combat. And then the orb, I cast first a web, which failed, to try and stop the fight. And then I cast a sleep, which knocked them out, and then the orb exploded. We found ourselves treading water, on a beach. And that's where we met
Studebaker Peppercorn. I'm going to just keep
Mustang
gobbling.
Sally. And then Chopper chopped down a forest, built a yacht, and we sailed back to the city. But the orb killed Keldra?
Yeah.
Keldra. And the explosion of the orb killed Tantor. So the orb did all the damage.
And
part of his arm came with us, and his sword.
I thought we buried him.
Well,
yeah.
Came with us to the desert island, and then I hold up the sword. This is all we really have left of him.
Thank you, Villi, for the full debrief of that. And you can then hear like a scream from Kiara as she then rips her like hand out of the control of Hector, and she runs up to Sir Runan, and she runs up to him. She turns him around, actually, like she physically grabs him, turns him around, which leads to Sir Hector and all the other guards to draw their weapons on Kiara. But she turns around and she screams, demanding for him to let her go and hunt down this whatever it is that this orb and the wielder of this orb that killed her sister. So Runan,
your ladyship, the orb,
yes,
was sentient upon itself and exploded.
Yes, and that would not have happened if your friend would not have picked it up. Is that correct?
Well,
he didn't know that. It's a simple mistake.
Does ignorance excuse you from your actions and the consequences of them?
What?
Well,
here you go, and I'm going to hand her the shoes.
She ignores you and keeps her eyes trained on Thornstooth. The ignorance of the consequences of your actions does not excuse you from suffering the consequences of those actions.
Nope, she shouldn't have been.
When exactly did you inform us not to touch random orbs in giant robots?
Because we were kind of thrown by the whole giant robot trying to murder us with I-beams thing less than 2 minutes before the whole orb debacle went down.
He definitely had I-beams.
And Tantor was enraged. He wasn't even in his right mind. That robot was pissing everybody off to a magical extreme.
Yes, the closer you got, you know how angry people were here?
So,
well, imagine if you were right on top of the angry producing thing. Everybody was pretty freaked out.
Sir Runan turns to Kiara and informs her, you will not be leaving my side. I still require my bodyguard that you swore an oath to be when you came to this city.
Well, then why don't you both come?
And as great as that might be to be able to leave the pressures of nobility and go on a rousing adventure with such fun party members, unfortunately, the matters of state do require me to be here to see this city through its transition. And Kiara then again stresses to let her leave and go hunt down what happened with this orb and the person who killed her sister. And he turns to her and says, "You don't even know a single clue about where they might be, where it went. There was a portal that may have taken them from anywhere. You could be gone for who knows how long with me, no bodyguard, and you on a fruitless goose chase. If you really think that you'd be better off leaving me behind to go on something that would not probably be fruitful at all, then you lost your common sense along with your sister."
Damn.
And Kiara just stiffens up and walks away.
You forgot your shoes.
This is very awkward, even without the turtle being here. Ooh.
So, what do you need from us now?
So I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm a little on edge still, with all these changes going on. I would never really want to be, the one in power, but unfortunately, destiny has something, to say about all of that for all of us. Yeah. However, you spoke of an orb, but could you describe it to me?
It was orb-like.
Technically,
I believe it was black and red.
It was round.
Glowy.
Yeah, it created hatred.
It was pretty traumatic. It's all kind of a red blur to us.
Yeah, we were deeper underwater than I have ever wanted to be before, and now I have a newly ingrained deep phobia that I think the DM might have put in me just as a joke.
So he says, well, we don't have any books or any written knowledge on, in our libraries here, but there is a hidden landmass that is inhabited by Fae. They have a library on there that holds ancient knowledge. What you described to me, we haven't seen robots or towering monstrosities like that, or in generations. There's been rumors and stories about old titans that were apparently, back before the world split and rose, back when the world was all one in one landmass. Maybe that has something to do with this, but
can I do a check as Studebaker to see if I might remember anything that would be helpful that that Master Yoshi had said to me?
The robot thing was powered by clown juice, apparently.
You could do a history check to check and check your memories.
Thousands of clowns to get enough to fill those things up.
So the only thing you can really add to this is that you remember hearing stories, the same stories about there were titans back before the world split, but you remember that Master Yoshi had he had a specific number. There were 5 of them.
Yes, I remember hearing of these too. I believe that there were 5 of those monster people.
Okay, well, if the one of these, what you thought was one of those titans, then maybe if we found more information about them, we'll be able to figure out more what's going on with this orb and what happened to my city and my people. Now, there's this island, this floating island that is a giant library, inhabited by Fae. I know recently you lost your ship. I might be able to procure a ship for you to make this journey.
Well, all right.
It won't be much. It won't be much in armaments or defense, but it'll be fast, and it'll get you there. Is there anything else we can do for you?
What do we get out of all of this?
What do you get?
Yeah.
The satisfaction of being heroes.
Well, I mean, there's that, but then also...
Speak for yourself. I'm already a hero.
Legend in your own mind, yes.
I can...
We need lots of...
What would you like?
We get back.
What would I like? Well, let me get back to you on that.
When you do, I'll see if I can have that be done. And as you're as he's saying that, a guard runs up to you, Villi.
With my stupid fun.
And he procures and he hands you a cinnamon roll.
Tantor, in your honor, we're going to eat this cinnamon roll. I know it's not peaches, but it was off the cuff. So he breaks it up and hands pieces to the rest of the crew and puts his hand over his heart and says, "For Tantor."
Oh.
No, thanks. I don't like sweets.
I don't think
he didn't know the guy. You can't be that offended.
I don't think I actually would have handed him one since he wasn't part of the crew.
He's excluded. So with
that makes that sentence so much sadder.
The only part of Tantor he ever saw was his forearm.
Hey, Frummy, I have a question. Runin.
Yes.
When everyone stopped getting mad, was that about exactly 40 hours ago?
Yeah, somewhere around there, yes.
Fantastic. I was just making sure.
Is other than the ship, is there anything else I can procure for you all now?
Peach turnovers.
Are there any more of those monsters? Did you say there's 4 more of those things?
If what Studebaker says is correct, there were in total 5 of them, yes.
5. Yep, 5 minus 1 is 4.
Hey,
So,
Studebaker, do you happen to know
this orb that shoots rays? Is there a smaller one that's called Ray Orb Sun?
I understand why you stopped me from asking a question to make that joke. I enjoyed it even if no one else did. Hey, Studebaker, I have a question for you.
Yes?
Do you happen to know if the other big scary Titan things are also made of gears and metal and scary lasers?
That you don't. You don't know what they're made of.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a lot of mystery in this.
What good are you, Studebaker?
Oh. All right, so if nothing else is needed at this time,
I guess we'll go to the loading screen for the next mission.
So Silverton takes you to where your vessel is. Unfortunately, I don't have a set map for it. I was making it today, and then my whole internet crashed after like 30 minutes of work. So I got frustrated, and we'll have it next week. But for now, we'll just have the yellow flying on it, and y'all don't have a set map for it yet. However, he does bring you to it, and you're able to see it is a vessel unlike any you've seen before. It doesn't have it's sleek, it's slim. It has like its front is kind of like 2 pointed, kind of like it's like the front of the Millennium Falcon. Kind of what it has like the 2 little areas and comes down. I don't know. I'm bad at describing things. It's like the Millennium Falcon. There you go.
2 prongs at the front.
And then there's a central mast that goes up the in the center of the ship, and from that are actually 2 sails, and only 2 sails. It does not look like this thing floats on air. There is no balloon. It just looks like a really sleek, oddly shaped sailing boat. It doesn't even look like it would do well in like in the water either, because the sails aren't really strategically placed to catch the wind and propel. More like they're just these gigantic sails that are flanking on each side of the ship.
So I did explain that I had a recent, very traumatic experience with water, right? I thought the island we were going to was going to be floating in the air like most of the islands on this world, not anywhere near the water.
Floating in the water is also an option.
Yes, this island does float, or this island is floating. Not it's not on this landmass. It's elsewhere.
How is that bucket of bolts going to get us anywhere above the water?
So this bad boy here is something that my magicians have been working on. You see, it doesn't need giant balloons, cumbersome things like that to float. So we're able to take those out and get more speed going. These sails here, they don't just harness wind to move. They harness the wind to move. They actually absorb the wind's power and then push it out the back end of the sail for propulsion. They're magic sails.
That's amazing. We just got a really cool donation too that I will do in character because some awesome badass gentleman named David Rude just gave us $50 and said that we should buy some healing potions with the $50 that he gave us.
Yeah, how many healing potions does that give us, DM?
How many healing potions does $50 give you? Let's see here.
Enough.
You've got 20 healing potions.
Hell yeah. Thank you, David. And also thank you, Justen Baker, as well. He there was a donation of $4.99 from him a bit ago, and I don't know if we shouted it out or not, but thank you. But thank you very much also, David. Much appreciated.
So yeah, you got 20 potions of
great last name.
Of greater healing.
Oh.
So those would be 3d8 plus 4.
That'll do.
Well, I would say it would probably should be distributed mostly to Chopper and Iggy. And, you know, like I might need one and maybe Willa might need a couple, but
yeah, maybe one or two, you know.
Corvette Capsaicin, are you a fighter type?
What?
I think he's speaking to you, Chaz.
I don't know. Studebaker doesn't know any of those words he just said.
All right, so if all is settled and everything's ready to pack, all of your provisions provisions that you have are brought onto the ship, and it's fully packed, ready to go whenever y'all are.
We'll call it the Peppercorn Express.
I vote no.
The Tropicannon will live on.
All right, and when everyone's ready to board, the what?
Tantor's Revenge. That's a catchy name.
I like that one.
We could put some flames around the words. It would be really cool.
Didn't we put flames on the last ship too?
No, y'all put. I think Thornstooth tried to do the logo on the side and turned out really, really bad. So it was just like colored smudge.
Hey man, at least I tried.
Yeah. So whenever y'all are ready to shove off, the port crew will instruct you to go ahead and get on, and they will undo the ties.
Let's go.
Yep. All right. So everyone gets ready to go. There is a helm, so there is a steering wheel on this.
Chopper to the helm.
Chopper to the helm, and then as soon as the ropes or the ties are untied, you hear like a buzzing. It's like a low buzzing all around you, and you look up and you see like that the sails themselves are slightly glowing a little, and then you just take off. Y'all are flying so fast now that the wind is actually whipping your hair all around you. You've got your cheeks are kind of like coming back as the wind is flying past you. You're not really sure how this whole thing works, and it's going to take a bit of time getting used to it to steer well with it as fast as it's going. But you know that you'll be able to make wherever you need to go in pretty good time. In front of the mast, there is what looks like an anchor, like an anchor drop. But if you remember, you didn't see any anchors on ship at all, like coming off the ship or anything. So you're not really sure right now what that does. Frummy kind of gave you an estimate of where he believes this island is. At the time like that you're making here, it'll probably be about like maybe like 5 hours before y'all get there. This thing's booking it. So if y'all would like to, walk around and inspect the ship, right now, since we don't actually have a map for the ship, if you just want to let me know what you want, and I'll tell you, I'll kind of describe it to you. But currently, there you see the deck, the helm, there's the mast, what looks like an anchor drop, and then at the bow of the ship, where the two prongs come together, there are stairs.
Does it feel like we're going as fast as we're going?
At the initial takeoff, it did. but now it does not. Like you're seeing like clouds whip by, but you're not feeling the effects anymore of your skin being peeled back right after the takeoff.
Huh. This is pretty neat.
I'm taking a nap.
Okay. And let's see. There's no piloting in 5e.
Studebaker's tired. He's cobbling is a rough job.
Okay, so you can below deck there are bunk beds and couches. Well, not bunk bed. There are hammocks and couches.
Oh, Peppercorn's a hammock kind of guy.
Villi stays on deck, but he does take his hat off.
Okay. You also know that you also see Studebaker. There are chests. Oh, and there are like crates down on the below deck, as well as what looks like a rudimentary range. Nothing special, but enough to cook up dinners and meals. And
is there any space? Is there any space where I could plant a tree?
You would probably be able to have a small tree, but not like the giant orange tree that you had on the Tropicannon.
Well, I'm gonna try.
Okay. So while Willa is planting a tree, Thornstooth, do you want to give me a which is higher, intelligence or wisdom for you?
Definitely not intelligence. So wisdom.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check.
Yeah, he's a barb, right? Oh god.
Oh.
Okay, so you're getting used to this this ship and how fast it goes. As you're kind of rechecking all your instruments to get a path, and of course you do notice you're wildly off course right now.
Okay, guys, I don't know where we're going. I'm just spinning the wheel. Trying to get.
You gotta just spin hard, and everyone give me a dex save to stay up.
Sorry, I take back what I said.
Including Studebaker?
Studebaker, you're asleep. You're in your hammock. That thing just waves with it.
Cool.
Jay, I'm amazed that you didn't react to my tattoo.
I literally just saw the message. I knew about your tattoo. I was letting everybody else get their stuff out before I was like, "Hey, what's that on your head?"
Scroll up there and see it.
Oh yeah, you did take your hat off.
I was also dealing with my kitten having kitten time on the computer, so I was trying to keep my mic on mute.
That's pretty sweet.
All time is kitten time.
So everyone's able to stay on the ship. Olivia and Ignacious kind of stumble a little with the turn, but you don't go over the edge or anything.
Whoa.
Thornstooth, you want to give me another wisdom check?
Yeah, sure. This one will be good.
Oh yeah, that's great.
We are gonna die.
Ignacious and Willa, you're as you're seeing Justen wildly spin the wheel and check things and spin the wheel again, you realize that he might not have the best navigational skills. He might be able to turn the ship very well, but not the best navigational.
You're steering.
Did they give us directions?
Tantor is negotiating.
Yeah, he gave you like a map, like plot out, but you've still got to navigate it. Ignacious and Willa, which one of y'all has the higher wisdom?
This isn't Tesla.
Probably Jay.
Me. Yeah, more than likely the Cleric. I have a 3 bonus.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and give me a wisdom save to see if you want to take up on navigation?
I mean, I was kind of paying attention to the little guy's dome piece and not really focused on where we were going.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, Willa,
hey, hopefully you can try to figure it out.
Yeah. So, Willa, you want to go check the map and give me a wisdom save?
Willi's gonna crash the ship.
I mean, if Villi's walking over there, I guess I'm still not doing good. I'm not sure where we're going either.
Okay.
All right, so you're able to, Willa, you're able to look at the rough map that was given, and your surroundings, and realize that we're still vastly off course, but you're able to give directions to Thornstooth to correct said course. As you're going, and y'all are continuing going at a blistering pace, and you're making corrections to Thornstooth as he's piloting everything. You realize as you finally look up from your maps, and pay attention to actually where you're going straight ahead. You've just been kind of looking at instruments to match it all up. You realize that you're flying dead straight for a huge layer of clouds. You double check your readings in your map, and you're sure that that's where you're supposed to be going, but you don't see an island or anything like that. It just looks like y'all about to go straight into clouds.
I don't like this.
And then you continue on. You actually go into the clouds, so now you can't see anything. Y'all are being hit with cold, like rain, as you're flying through this cloud. Thornstooth, give me a strength check to maintain the ship steering as you're flying through this.
Oh yeah.
So you flex a little bit as the
I'm steering with my pecs.
And while the rain is stinging your eyes, you're not really able to see, you're able to continue on the path that Willa got you towards, and then suddenly the clouds stop, and you see below you there is a landmass. It's a very small landmass. It looks like it wouldn't even be able to hold a village at all. And it's just like barren. You're able to see in the center of it what looks like to be a spot that was kind of cleared for something to be there, but you're not seeing anything there. According to what was given, this is where you're supposed to be, but it doesn't look like there's anything there other than room.
Okay. I guess we'll just drive on over there, right?
Yeah, I feel like this might be a bum tip. This does not look like the place that we were told about. Where's the big scary thing?
No, we're looking for a library, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where are the books?
Where's the big
where
book?
are the books? So as you are making your way to land, you realize that there's no air to take out to land, and you don't see an anchor. So you're not really 100% sure how to land this thing.
Oh.
So we had an anchor on the ship?
There was what looks to be an anchor drop, but you didn't see an anchor attached to the ship. So there's like the wheel to turn to drop the anchor, but you didn't see an anchor drop or an anchor anywhere on the ship.
I'm gonna turn that wheel.
Okay, give me a strength check to turn it.
Yeah, let's strength it up right now because I'm strong. Nope. Well, I'm kind of strong. We'll go with the 10. I don't know why it rolled twice.
So, yeah, I mean, you're not whipping the thing around. It takes some effort to get it to go all the way around. And as you're moving it, you're not hearing any sound of an anchor go or anything. Justen or Thornstooth, however, you see that the sails are starting to fold in among themselves, like wings, like folding in into the mast.
Oh, sweet.
And as they fold completely in, your ship starts to slowly drift down.
Okay. Is it all right to just land landing on the land?
Yeah. I mean, you can land.
Sweet, yeah.
Just
I'm going
fine.
to park that bad boy.
I made a perception to see if any of that woke me up.
Yeah, it wakes you up.
All right, well then I'm gonna go back up to the mast, or to the helm rather, to see what's going on.
Okay. So you go back up to the helm, and you see it looks like we have landed in those big, huge. The big, huge sails that were, once out are no longer out. They're wrapped around the mast.
Oh man, the Peppercorn Express just keeps giving us surprises.
Sure. Studebaker, we're here.
I'm gonna just tap on it like, I love this old ship.
So you'll have made landing. And
I thought we agreed on Tantor's lament. As a good
Huh?
Better than revenge.
I couldn't remember which word we agreed on, so I just went with the funny
Tantor's
one.
lament. He's lamenting.
The Peppercorn Express.
Okay. Anyways, y'all have landed on the land. Now, yeah, the land that you have arrived to, it looks barren. It looks like there's not anything left here. You do see off in the distance there's what looks to be ruins of a building of some sorts, but nowhere do you see some magnificent library.
All right. I'm looking for like any doors or like buildings that you could get into.
I'm gonna give you an
that are still
Arcana check.
kind of standing.
Okay, the only building that you can see is that ruined building in the distance.
Well, I don't know what magic is.
Okay. I guess I'll just walk on over there.
Lord, no.
Yeah, maybe we should go there.
Villi, perception. Okay. So, really, while everyone's getting off the ship, and you step off as well, but you're taking your time and perusing the surroundings, you can see that this land used to be. It used to be something. There were things here, things of beauty. You can see remnants of, where you would see life or trees. It seems like these trees weren't, really made of natural plant life, though. As you're going over to where the kind of, it looks like some kind of war or something like that happened. Like things look like they were dismantled and destroyed. But it looks like a lot of the land mass and things actually, you're seeing like these like powder, like this crystalline powdery substance in masses all around. Almost as if whatever was here was made of crystal and was simply destroyed.
Hey, Ethan, are we seeing the same map?
We're about to.
Oh, okay.
And so as everyone follows Tantor or Thornstooth up to the temple grounds, or to the grounds of the one building you see here, you're seeing statues, and some that are felled, and the statues there are a couple that are still standing, and they are made of just pure crystal. They're in shapes of things you don't recognize. They look like animalistic beasts, but they not of any beast you could really pinpoint like what they were. It even looks like as you walk around the statues, they seem to change shape and what they are.
These are the coolest statues that I've ever seen.
I can't see anything at all.
Yeah.
I love these.
This place is pretty freaky, if I could see it.
It's nighttime.
Oh yeah, the map is very dark, but
What?
The mind picture that Ethan is painting us is amazing.
Well, this was a generic Roll20 map, but I guess we're just gonna have to not do that because apparently maps aren't working anymore.
Hey, Chaz, what should he use if the generic Roll20 maps aren't working?
I'm so glad that you asked, Jay. See, if you don't have enough good, reliable maps in Roll20, you can head on over to dungeonfog.com. If you don't know what Dungeon Fog is, it's an online cloud-based map creator. It's really awesome. You can make lots of cool customized maps. And by the way, if I haven't already said this before, if you didn't know, one of the really cool things about Dungeon Fog is that the community, it's very community based. They share, people that are in the community share their own maps, and you can download those maps and edit them to how you choose. So even if you're not a good map maker, and believe me, I made the island map, Studebaker's Island, and I have no artistic ability. But even if you don't want to do that, you can just use someone else's map as a template. So you can go in there and edit it. If you see like, oh, this is a really cool map with this cool church. If only the church was 2 stories, you can just download that map and then go in there and edit it however you choose. So go over to dungeonfog.com, use the manshorts code to get 10% off your annual subscription. Check it out. Or if you just want to sign up for a free account and check out the cool stuff you can do in there, you won't be disappointed.
I think we just got to follow on Twitch for that dope segue that I did.
Yeah,
that was pretty great.
That was nice.
So we're gonna pretend that this map that you're about to see is a really cool destroyed library that Roll20 had. So I was like, oh, that's perfect.
You expect me to pretend in a game like D&D?
I had all the time in the world to read.
Oh no, Burgess Meredith.
Thank you. Okay.
I wonder if there's a librarian here. Like, can we even check out any books?
We're gonna pretend that there was a destroyed library on this map, but instead, because Roll20 doesn't want their maps to work, some of them, because apparently this one's probably gonna work. You're just gonna be in a forest.
Someone asked if you check the dynamic lighting just for one troubleshooting thing.
No, there is no dynamic light. There was no dynamic lighting on it. It just
restrict movement checked by accident, because that will make the map go black.
Yeah, no, I didn't do anything to the map. It was just there.
It's like we're in a library before the trees got turned into books.
Yeah, there we go. We'll go with that. So there's supposed to be a dilapidated library that y'all are in. Let's just imagine that it is. And as you...
Big guy, is that a statue?
That big guy is not a statue, actually.
I don't like that.
So as you wander into the dilapidated library, you do see 2 beings. One is a large mountain of a humanoid. The other one looks like he's seen better days. It looks like a skeleton put on a potato suit, like a potato bag, and has some of his skin still on.
Oh, God.
Well, I already hid behind a statue because I'm like, nope.
Nope. And you can see they're kind of perusing around. It looks like they're looking for something.
Are either of them wearing shoes?
The skeleton is, the big dude is not.
Well, seems like I'm back to work.
Okay, you're just gonna start cobbling?
Oh yeah.
All right.
And I've got to make them. Apparently, I've got to make giant shoes.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to make them giant shoes. I mean, it's still going to take you quite a while. You're not going to get it in 6 seconds or anything. But yeah, you've got giant shoes.
Cool. Well, Studebaker's fine.
So they're just chilling.
Look, they're wandering around the library and look like they're looking for something.
I'm gonna run up to this guy.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that. I'm fine with that.
Okay, as you run up on him, his back is turned. It looks like he is digging through a pile of discarded books.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. He turns to you.
What you looking for?
Who's asking?
He's clearly looking for shoes.
Right. Well, listen, we've been sitting here to find some books on orbs or giant robot dudes.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
And he shouts across. He goes, "Hey, Polly, and you hear a kind of like clacking by you, Ignacious.
Did that come out of the thing in front of me?
Yes.
Whoa, hey,
as
Paulie.
his teeth are like kind of chattering.
Whoa, Polly, you seemed chiller before you made those sounds.
And you don't hear anything coming out of, but this guy that you're looking at, Thornstooth, goes, "Yeah, I didn't think the boss had sent anyone else." And he kind of
find the 100s.
The 100?
Yeah, philosophy. This is in the Dewey Decimal System, is it not?
I don't really think there's any system here anymore, as you can see. However, we're on orders to find something as well on that, and well, let's just say our boss doesn't like competitors.
Oh, so it's time
he
for you
pulls
guys to ditch your boss and team up, right?
Yeah, can we work together here?
It would make all of our lives much easier. You two seem intimidating, and we have some good skills.
He pulls the sword.
Oh.
On you. All right, Justen. Yeah, everyone go ahead and roll me initiative.
I mean, Justen was right.
Oops.
11.12.
First.
How do you keep having that happen to your character? What is Roll20?
It still says
it's a check mark on the character sheet.
Yeah.
It adds your initiative times 0.01 to it. It's for tie breaking.
Yeah.
I think it's that should be your dex score, right? Is that your dex score?
Yeah, it adds.
But it adds it in for that apparently. So Justen, you got. Oh god, I need to clear everyone out.
Studebaker rolled appropriately.
I'll clear everyone out first. I need to remember to do that after we finish fights, and then I'll add everyone in. Okay. So while I'm adding everyone, do we have any cool things in the chat or anything while I'm getting this initiative going?
That Dewey Decimal joke was my favorite joke Al's ever made. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Ethan, do you want some banana peppers? This has nothing to do with D&D.
What? Banana peppers? Yeah, I would always love some. But Olivia and I made some hot sauce.
Bro, I'm growing so many peppers.
Olivia made
this bush out here just keeps producing them faster than I can pickle them. So
yeah, Hunter's got a bunch in the backyard. But yeah, we made a hot sauce last weekend off of Carolina Reapers.
Oh dang!
Yeah, and like pineapples, and she had like carrots, all this stuff. It was pretty darn good.
It was good.
Hunter's eaten like half the bottle already.
And I just made more hot sauce today, so if you want to trade hot sauce for banana peppers or something.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Look at that, everyone. Feed your friends. 3 beans. Ignacious, what's your dexterity?
What?
Jay?
Did we lose Jay?
Yeah, he's gone. He's playing with his cat.
No, we lost Jay. Okay,
well, before we attack, do I have a chance to ask these guys what they're looking for?
Sorry.
You were doing what, Jay?
Oh, gosh darn it. I was literally getting attacked by my cat.
Oh.
And I didn't have my headphones plugged in due to that. Sorry.
Okay. It's a 1. I got it. Okay. So Willa, you asked like what they were looking for. They said they were looking for the same thing as you.
Oh, yeah. Darn.
Darn. So the big skeleton monster thing is gonna go first.
You can't see me.
So yeah, it's gonna come up to you, Ignacious. Drawing its long sword as it comes up.
Run.
And what's your AC? It is 18. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, that'll miss.
Phenomena.
Boop boop doo doo.
Phenomena.
Okay, so it comes up to you, and you just see it's like sunken in eye holes, and it just and then swings at you 3 times, all 3 missing as you like kind of from its creepy talk and
You are so disturbing and yet so bad at combat.
Willa, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna be sneaky first of all and pass without a trace, and I guess skeleton guy's closer, so I'm gonna aim for that freaky guy. Pew pew pew. Oh yeah.
Okay, that will hit. 9 piercing damage. Okay. And you should have. Oh no, druids don't get. Oh, you 2 attacks. Yeah. So you just have the 1 attack. And then, are you wanting to move or anything?
I'm just gonna hide behind this rock here.
Okay. You can, as a bonus action, roll that DC 15 concentration check. And if you succeed, that means like that doesn't pop away your invisibility or anything.
Wait,
or
what do I roll?
You roll a D20.
Mm-hmm.
Add your Constitution score or modifier. So that unless your modifier is 7, you don't make it. So
yeah.
So they know where you are.
Well, darn.
She just disappears and then shoots an arrow and reappears.
Yep.
Okay, I tried.
Thornstooth, you're up.
Oh, you know what I'm doing. You look at the guy and say, "We could have been friends."
Oh, good Lord.
Definitely not now.
But now you must die.
Aren't libraries about sharing knowledge?
So yeah, 14 total. I think it rolls twice for you.
Well, yeah, it does another D12. You should add your strength again, so another 5. So that should be.
I didn't. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
So it's
19 damage.
19. Yeah, so there'll be 19 to it.
Oh well, damn.
And I missed my second.
You missed your second. Yeah, you missed your second. So yeah, as you say, we could have been friends. So it pulls its sword on you, and ready to kind of chop you in half, and you take that time to kind of uppercut him with your great axe, and you slice into like right where his armpit is, and you get a good slice up until you meet like shoulder bone, trying to cut his arm clean off the shoulder, but you're just not strong enough to make a clean cut through his shoulder. Yet. But you pull out
and dangerous.
Yeah, and like black blood starts running down his arm.
That's not good.
Disarmed him.
It's now his turn, and he is going to roar at you. And then, oh no, he doesn't have a sword. He just has his fists and face. So he's going to make 3 attacks at you.
3.
Yeah, he's a monster, bro.
Yeah.
And what's your AC? You get 17.
Yep.
Carrier.
Okay.
Which I don't know what happened there. I thought it went up.
I think that is it going up. Yeah. Jesus. All right, what is it? Okay, plus 6. All right, and that is so 1 hit. So he hits you with one of his punches.
Okay.
And that does. Yeah, so that'll do 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Since you're raging, that will halve. Yep. So you'll take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Get some.
Ignacious, you're up.
I'm gonna point over at Thornstooth. See, that's how you're supposed to swing a sword, and then I'm gonna try to hit him in the face.
Okay.
Do. Bang.
That'll hit.
Bang.
So I can hear the bang coming from my headset and Olivia's. It's like an echo. She set her headset down. All right. So that'll be that. All right. Anything else?
I think I'm actually okay right where I'm standing.
All right, Villi, you're up.
Okay. Hope this works.
Gonna sleep him again.
No, this is actually, see this X here? The center of this spell is actually on that X, not on this monster, but it won't let me cast it on an X.
Okay.
Which is 18 feet from him. And this has a 20-foot radius. So that'll be DC 15 and 35 damage if he fails it, and 17 if he passes.
All right, it's a dexterity save. Oh, not.
Well, hopefully Thornstooth doesn't die.
Just barely like ducked under the main blast of the fireball. It singes up his back. So he takes 17. You said.
Yep.
Okay.
And none of it would have gotten to Thornstooth because I spotted it behind the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
He would be at the edge. So Thornstooth, I lit him up for you, Chopper.
All right. Anything else, Villi?
No, I think that's it. That's about all I got.
Studebaker, you're up.
Well, I was making shoes for this guy until they started attacking people. So I'm going to step over this way a bit. And then I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
On that guy, but
it's just an attack roll.
Is that the roll for the? I don't know how that works. I don't know how spells work.
It's a range attack roll.
Yeah, it's a range attack roll.
So then if you click on the firebolt word, it'll do your damage.
It'll do the damage. But that does not hit. Yeah. So
okay.
your firebolt sails wide.
And I can't. For some reason I thought that the 2 attacks thing was a 5th level character thing, but it must just be like a fighter. It must be exclusive to like fighters, rangers.
It's just like it was in the other editions. It's based on like what would have been their base attack at that level, and level 5 is just for like full BAB characters.
Okay.
Or maybe for multiple attacks.
Yeah.
Then in that case, I'm just gonna use. I'm gonna give Thornstooth a bardic inspiration.
Okay. So Thornstooth will.
And it's a D6.
All
I
right.
can use that on attacks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can use it on anything.
Before I tell you the result of the roll, any
Gotcha.
D20 roll.
Cool.
Hey, you wrote the song about him. That's awesome.
Yeah, kinda.
And all right, and now it's gonna be Clackety Clack's turn. And he's not even gonna clack this turn. You're gonna see like him smile a little. And it's weird to see Bone smile. And he's gonna bare hand thrust his hand out to you to try to touch you. And yep, that succeeds. So he touches his hand onto your chest, and you feel your chest feels cold.
Uh-oh.
It's like heat is leaving your body, and you'll take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
And then you look and you see that along his arm, as he's like, where he's touching you, his skin starts to form back a little bit.
Oh,
Willa,
that
you're
is
up.
heavily disturbing. Get away from me, Papyrus.
It's on you, Willa. Oh, okay.
There
All
with
right.
the doubles again.
And which one are you hitting?
Skelly man.
Skelly man. All right, so that will sail an arrow right up the arm that he is using to drink Ignacious's vitality, and
Get
hit
outta
him like
here.
right in the shoulder, and his arm pulls back. And he's not able to drink Ignatius anymore.
From
Thank
a
you.
distance, you just hear me. You stop that.
You stop that right now. Would you like to do anything else, Willa?
Just chilling here behind my rock.
Rock. Alrighty. Up next is Thornstooth.
All right, this one's for Ash and his donation.
Yes, thank you, Ash.
Thanks, Ash. What do we got? That'll
First.
hit.
Oh, again with a 13.
Don't forget you have a bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a d6 on that. Give me a second here. Oh,
That's a 15 in total.
Yeah.
Okay. Both hit.
what?
He's a big dude.
10 and oh god.
Oh, good lord. All right, maxing damage there.
Yeah.
So
29.
29.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, okay. So he's not looking great at all. You go for the same spot, and this time you are able to, with there's less resistance there this time, pull up all the way and slice through his arm, through the shoulder, and then you try to go for the head, but he ducks the head shot. So you just kind of bring it around on the side and catch into his right side.
Oh, you dropped something.
I gonna hand him his arm back.
Yeah.
Just a flesh wound.
All right, up next it's his turn. Would you look at that? He is going to pop invisible.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
So he is now.
Olivia disagrees.
Well, he disappears.
Is he leaving a blood trail though? Of black blood there?
Listen, I couldn't be invisible. Why is he gonna be invisible?
Because he can. Yep, he goes invisible. Ignacious, you're up.
Well, as my cat just knocked over something glass, I'm going to focus on taking my rage out on this skeleton faithful. Do you see how good we're doing? I hit you in the face. She shot you in the arm. You hurt me a little bit, and then he beat the shit out of your friend to the point that he disappeared. Do you want more? And then I hit him in the head with the hammer again.
Okay.
Hammer.
That'll hit.
Oh, yeah. Kablooey. Oh. Tiny kablooey.
Tonica Blue. So you smack him in the head, and you see something kind of like rattling around when you smack him in the head. It sounds like something almost like glass-like rattles from inside of him.
Well, that is a strange sound coming out of your dome piece.
Villi, you're up.
You're muted.
Oh, drink. Villi's on mute.
Drink it. Still. Al, you're muted.
Talk to us, Al. Don't leave us.
Drink again.
No, he's here. Just go ahead and do what you're gonna do in chat then. Wait, we can't. We're not hearing you, Al. All right. Multiple ways of communicating. All right. So as the scaly man is clicking clacking at you, he opens his mouth to do one more clack, and a magic missile fires and hits him in the mouth, and he kind of recoils back a little bit.
Haha, clack you. Is what Villi would have said.
Anything else, Villi? You can let us know in the chat if you'd like to do anything else.
Oh, it looks like he just joined back in.
Oh my God, there's two.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm back.
Hey, whoa, that's weird. There's two of you talking.
All right.
Cool.
Well, that was my trick. No, that's it. That's all I'm doing. And let me see if I can fix this.
Oh my, yeah. Oh, okay. No, don't really. Okay. He'll be back. Studebaker, you're up. Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Shatter. Right here, so as to not hit Ignacious.
Okay.
And I'm not too clear on how it works in terms of attack because there's a DC. So is there a DC and an attack?
No, it's just a Constitution. The ring noise just hits, and then on a failed save, the creature would take damage, 3d8 thunder damage, and half as much if they save.
So I don't know how to. Oh, I see. I see what I'm doing. Okay.
Yeah. So what's the save?
It's a DC 16.
And it'll be 10 damage if not. Okay. Let me make his Constitution save. Ooh. So he does not make the Constitution save, so he'll take 10 points of damage. And is there anything else that happens, or it's just damage?
That's a good question. Sudden loud rigging noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice. 3d8 thunder damage. Creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on a saving throw. Non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area.
Okay.
But other than that, now it's just 10 damage.
Non-magical object that is being worn or carried. Okay. Yeah. So he takes the 10 damage. All right. It's his turn. And it's going to do a few attacks on you, Ignatius. Whoa.
I don't like that noise coming out of a DM's mouth.
Okay. So right with the spot that he sucked the life force out of you. Also that oh yeah, I forgot to do that. That 5 points of damage that he did to you also reduced your maximum hit points by 5 points.
What the fuck, Ethan? That would have been nice to know a minute ago.
Yeah. So it reduces your max hit points as well the amount.
Sir, I would have talked much less shit to you if I would have realized that. I would have talked much less shit to you had I realized that.
Good news, he's not doing it again to you right now. Bad news, he's stabbing you 3 times with a longsword.
Bad.
And 2 of them hit. One of them he pinpoints onto the spot that he just hit you on, and it was weakened flesh, and so he actually got a crit on that one. And
by the way, I don't know if you'll allow it or not, but I did intend on giving Ignacious a bardic inspiration on my turn.
Okay, he can have it.
I'll
allow it.
So you have a D6, Jay?
Yes, I'm aware.
Ignatious, in total from the 2 attacks, you will take 35 points of damage.
Oh, ow. My everything hurts, you guys.
You should heal
And then now
yourself.
it's Willa's turn.
Blood just starts pouring out of the majority of my orifices.
You mean your majorifices?
Damn, Willa just
Right, so that's
some shit.
yeah. Says
Oh,
15,
Willa's on
19
mute.
damage.
Drink.
Willa's on mute.
Well, I said I was aiming for Skelly, guys. Sorry, I thought I turned it off. I'm eating popcorn. Sorry, I don't want to hear chewing noises.
So 19 damage. Okay. So that shot, you go for the well, you're going for like his center of his body, and you blast him on his left side where you imagine his heart is, and you actually blast away his rib cage with that arrow shot. But unfortunately, there is a heart that you hit, but it doesn't seem to stop it. It's a blackened heart that doesn't even bleed anymore, and is now pinned to the library wall behind you.
Oh.
All right, Thornstooth, you're up.
Okay, is there like a trail of blood from that guy? I can see?
There is not, but you can make a perception check if you'd like to try to locate him.
Okay. Oh, nope.
No, you do not see him.
I think I killed him, so I'm just gonna sprint over to here.
Okay.
And that's my full round, because I used more than 40 feet, so I had to run.
All right, that's 50. So up next is it.
It.
Is it me?
Oh God.
It's gonna appear behind you.
Oh, where did you? Oh God.
Found him.
Like the clown.
Here. So it will. Well, you get because you don't even see him. Okay. So as you're focusing up on Skelly Man in front of you, you suddenly feel a large presence behind you, and as you're turning to look and see what it is, the arm that did not get cut off comes slamming with a right hook on you, and then as you're reeling back from that, he bites your shoulder.
Oh,
Let me go ahead and roll the damage for that.
Getting dirty here.
Ain't no biting. There's no
Hey, can you-
honor in biting.
Can you measure? How do you do the measure thing?
The thing that looks like a cone.
Okay.
So that'll be 21 points of
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, good.
And then Ignacious, now you're up.
Don't forget that you have your bardic inspiration.
I have my bardic inspiration, and I also have that dope potion that Rick Rude's grandson bought for us earlier. So I'm gonna headbutt that thing like a Four Loko can and chug it.
Huh.
And what's the
Yeah,
what do I
speaking
roll
of
for
that,
that?
somebody said in the chat that it's 3D that greater healing is 3d8 plus your level, but I don't know if
Yeah.
that's true.
Isn't that what I said? Or did I say 2d8? I thought I said 3d8. Yeah.
He did say 3d8 plus 1.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I rolled
yeah.
2 1.
Oh, you'll heal 14 points of damage.
I feel a little bit better, and then since I can use it as my secondary action and this asshole's pissing me off, I'm going to swing a spiritual mace at his forehead.
A
That'll hit.
mace?
Yeah, he made me mad. I'm not going to be funny right now. I'm very hurt.
Always go with a payroll safe, dude.
That'll hit.
Yes, at the higher level. Well, it still did 5 damage because I can't roll damage or healing for shit tonight. Take this, you son of a bitch. That hurt. Brah.
So you see with the hole that Willa blasted in Skelly Man's side, and you swing your mace to try to connect through that and take the rest of it out. And you connect clean through his other ribs, and it's almost like his torso was hanging in midair for a second, and then it topples over, and you hear. And its jaw moves no more.
The other thing's still here, right?
The other thing is still here, yes. Creeping on Thorntooth.
Okay, I'm going to back away, not slowly.
Okay. Villi, you're up.
Thorntooth, look out!
Oh, I'm not muted this time. Good for me.
Don't drink.
Sorry. I'll try to do better. All right. Oh hell. Maybe I'll just do this. This thing seems to be flesh and blood.
There are now though, like around where there were otherwise also. Should have probably remembered that, but we're not on the right map. Roll 20. But there are books everywhere also.
Okay.
So
I've already started one fire.
Yeah, you've already started one fire of books over here.
Okay. In that case,
I would have remembered that if I was on the right map.
I'm going to go just with... Oh, this is horrible.
Oh.
Sorry, Chopper.
Yeah, he barely even registers that. As it connects to him. He's still not doing great. I mean, his left arm is gone. He's streaming black blood on the floor. But that was paltry. It's also 10 o'clock. Studebaker, you're up.
All right. Well, because 5e just allows you to do this, I'm gonna just shoot Firebolt again. I'll just shoot that always.
Don't you have another thing that's like stereotypical to sorcerers?
Yeah, I have Eldritch Blast, but Firebolt
yeah,
actually does better damage, so...
I like that you're bitter that 5e gives spellcasters a valid form of damage that doesn't have ammo involved.
God damn it.
I want my spellcasters dead.
Yeah, I want my spellcasting to be frustrating and annoying, damn it.
Yeah, so that's nothing. Then I'm just going to give Thorntooth another Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and then he's dead, so Willa, you're up. Well, he's dead again.
So big orange guy still alive?
Big orange guy still there.
All right, let's aim for him this time.
I can't resist it. Orange man bad.
Does it hit?
Whisper surprisingly misses this time.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is unheard of.
What is happening?
Willa breaks it over her.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Willa is a stern owner. She demands perfection and only perfection. Anything else, Willa?
I am kind of grumbling about how I missed, but no, nothing else.
Thorntooth.
All right. You hear a slight drum roll, and then saxophone music starts belting out as the theme for Ravishing Rick Rude plays blaringly from a tree nearby. This one's for you. And then I'm gonna attack.
David Rude donated $5 because of the Rick Rude thing.
And there's my second one.
And don't forget you have a Bardic Inspiration.
Oh yeah, let me roll that on that second one there. 15! Yes! And there's that attack. And the second one. Oh, yeah.
Damn, dude.
So you.
Dice do not love us.
That's like 35 damage.
Yeah. He comes for another right hook on you, and you duck underneath that, and in one smooth motion, bring your great axe up, lop that arm off, and then as he, with no arms, goes to bite you, you put your great axe up in front of you, give him something else to bite, and he actually bites down onto the great axe, and then you just kind of push forward and lop the top part of his head off.
Well then.
I say you, he did.
I tell you, he did.
I say he did.
Okay, so they're both dead.
They are both dead. Yes.
I want to go pick up Skeleton Dude's head and shake it.
Okay. So you pick up Skelly Man's head and shake it, and as you hit the tink tink, 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 out falls. It looks like a little sliver of black glass, like deeply black glass that has veins of bright white cascading through it.
No.
I'm
And
not
we're in there
touching
for
it. I'm just looking at it. Okay.
Oh boy.
Billy's gonna just like hold it up midair.
Yeah, my mage hand goes and picks it up so that he can look at it without touching it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't plan on touching anything that had veins on it.
Yeah, it fell out of his head, and then now Villi has mage handed it up in midair, and we're in there for the week.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So I'm not going to play the thing again, but hold on a second. Okay, cool. I figured out how to do it. I knew I could do it. So, yeah, just a reminder to everybody. First of all, thanks everybody for hanging out, and much appreciation to all the donations. It really makes a huge difference in helping us keep doing this, so it's much appreciated. So tonight's stream was sponsored by Dungeon Fog. Unfortunately, we did not get to see the full extent of how awesome that is, but we definitely will next week. I know that Ethan has spent a lot of time on that map, so he'll be able to get that done and ready for next week. Like I said, use Man Shorts for the 10% off of the annual subscription for it. Go in there and check it out. You're not going to be disappointed. It's really cool. It's easy for me to make maps, even though I'm not in any way a cartographer. So other than that, we will be... Oh, and also, Justen, do you want to talk about what we're going to be doing on Saturday the 25th?
Saturday the 25th is going to be a Western-style one-shot. We'll be playing, and that's all I really care to divulge at this moment.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we're going to be using what's the name of the?
Yeah. So the name of
Sidewinder?
the game is Sidewinder Recoiled, and it's from like the early 2000s. But it's from what it looks like, it's like an adjusted form of modern.
Yeah, it's a variant of D20 Modern that you could actually put magic and stuff into if you wanted to, but we're not gonna. I think Justin's just running an Old Westy thing.
You never know, dude. There could be magic.
Oh,
interesting. Also, thank you, Jillian, for the $2. We love you too. We love all of you. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be here on the 25th. Well, before then, we'll be here on next Wednesday on the 22nd to continue on with this campaign. But then we'll also be here on the 25th. Justen will be running that to do the Sidewinder Western. But that's about it. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Boy, I can't wait for my pugilist to fight a wizard.
Yeah, that'll be fun. All right, well, we'll see you next week, everybody.
Do svidania.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.